I would like to call Team Saffron, and you have 5 minutes, and nothing more than 5 minutes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vijay, and I have my co-founder, twin brother Ajay. So we both picked two problems. Um, I happen to be on the stage, but we present together. So I can't see it on the screen. Okay, so this deck was built in probably 10 minutes, so excuses for the design, but let me quickly talk about what we're building. So the problem statement was exactly the same as what the other team presented, so I will not bore you with the details, but I'll use minimum number of words to explain the problem. Essentially, like any big organization, this particular bank had its data interspersed, like discrete sources of data, Excel sheets, databases, and external data sources. Now, the main problem statement is the bankers need to send executive summaries with insights on their data to the CEOs and CXOs. Given this was all spread across, it was not easy for the bankers, close to 900 to 1,000 bankers across the world, to send these things. A lot of manual work, complex workflows. So it was not too easy to get any insights without manual effort. So that's the problem statement. Now, what we've built is this. I'll very quickly go through. This is a screenshot, by the way, but we'll go to the live demo very soon. So it's a financial intelligence hub. The idea is we connect all the data sources, add some context to it, and then start answering questions. One of the design principles that we used is how do we make it really, really simple? So it is just one screen app. You have something like ChatGPT. You have a chat text box here. If you want to type a question, you can. But if you're too lazy to do that, we have frequently asked questions. You just click on it, it'll auto-populate and give you answers. So once we have the problem, the solution is very simple, natural language powered instant executive insight generator. What we built, so this is the universe we are operating in, 1,000 plus clients for the customer, multiple business units, multiple organizations, industries, 3 years of data measured across months and quarters and years. What does this tool bring to bring, right? Like, so it's executive intelligence and many more things like share of wallet analytics, especially looking at your competitor and how much wallet share do you have against them. And these are the kind of queries that it answers. It's broadly divided into two categories. It's executive insights and simple answers. So not every question need to be belabored and answered in a big chart with a lot of things, right? So simple answers are just answers to your question directly. Different types of queries across industries, across regions, across sectors, across timelines. And we just don't stop at that. There are operational intelligence queries, growth and opportunity queries. These are more probing in nature. We look at the data and see if we can get any insights out of things that you would otherwise not find. So now let me go back to the demo. So this is the actual demo. So as you see, there are some frequently asked questions here on the right. This is a collapsible bar, and you can just select any of the questions that you want. Let me quickly select one, which is how does healthcare and technology compare in Q2 as a sector for this bank? And I want to generate a report. This is a monthly report. I might want to send it to my CXO. I just click on it. It's auto-populated. Click on send. So now it's processing. This takes about 3 to 4 seconds, mainly because there is no pre-calculated data that is behind. It's calculating everything on real time. So now the client's requirement was they had very specific KPIs that they wanted to get in every executive summary, including revenue, share of wallet, key client share of wallet, and other parameters. And they wanted a comparison depending on the question. So this is the thing that goes out. You could download a CSV. You can hide charts if it is too confusing. And of course, there are some summaries and strategic recommendations based on what it has found. So that's one type of query, which is being able to generate executive summaries. The second one is these are questions that you would, which business units have the most tier 1 clients? Let me test this. It's taking some time. Fingers crossed, I hope it works. Yeah, it does. So it found 10 matching records and the same thing, right? So you have the business unit name and the number of tier 1 clients it has. But it just doesn't stop at that. If you want to not analyze this, but just want to get a ready-made list of what are the things that you would gain out of it, the details, and there's a chart. If you want to take a screenshot, send to someone. And more importantly, if you have access to the database and you happen to be the person who is working on it, you could just copy paste this SQL query, run it against your system, download the CSV from here, essentially test whether the answers are correct and do they make sense. Now, of course, we could build in a intelligence around gathering feedback and making it improve. Given the timeline, we couldn't do that, but that's something in pipeline. So that's about the entire thing. So very quickly, let me finish the last few things. In terms of how this all works, basically there is a question. We capture the intent, automatically understand whether it requires a large answer or a simple answer, and then start producing answers. Now, technical architecture, it's pretty basic, not to thing, but this is the thing that I wanted to share with everybody here. If anybody here is trying to write code and build apps with some experience, so the whole app was built writing 0 lines of code. Even to change a comma, I asked the LLM to say, Claude Code to basically say, please change it here. And it did it for me. So this was a big revelation even for me because it is very, very powerful. And of course, why does this matter? Faster decisions, more productivity gains, and competitive advantage, etc. So I will, more importantly, on the roadmap, I think this can be improved quite a lot. I think this is almost production ready, can handle millions of rows already. But I think there is scope for getting real-time feedback. And in fact, when I say real-time feedback, it's not gathering real-time feedback, but responding in real time and actually fixing the query and showing you the correct answer later. That brings us to the end. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. So will you send this data to the cloud? Because I don't think bank will be ready to push up.
Great question. So the idea is not to send it to the cloud. You could potentially deploy it in under a VPN inside the client systems. But right now it is going to the cloud.
So you will be deploying the enterprise version of OpenAI model or open source model? What kind of modeling?
Right now we're using OpenAI, but I don't think there is any reason why we wouldn't be using LLM, I mean OpenLlama, Llama, and try to deploy it locally and then make it work.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, how will you do access control? Because everybody will have access to all data. So
Great question.
Have you thought
So
about
I
that?
think, yeah, I've thought about it. So there are multiple ways of dealing with this. I think there are multiple LLM native databases that are coming up. While that is a little far ahead, but working with what we have, I think one of the biggest things we could do is, firstly, map the current database access controls in terms of users. Once it is locked at the database level and data level, I don't think LLMs can also read. So basically mapping the access roles of the user to the LLM and then trying to get answers, you wouldn't get it. So the access control is kind of taken care of there. But of course, you can also do it at the front-end level, back-end level, and other things, but there are multiple other layers after the database is taken care of.